People insinuated that, since the Fever showing Lexie Hall a lot of love, there's no way she's going to be traded. We're not even going to go down that pipeline.
That's so cute, guys.
Last week during the Fever's intense matchup, something happened between Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull that no one was supposed to see. The main broadcast missed it. The highlights didn't include it, but someone's camera caught the whole thing.
Caitlin, run it out.
The moment lasted maybe 5 seconds total, but it perfectly captures why these two players might become one of the most deadly duos in the WNBA this season. When you see this footage, you'll understand exactly why coaches around the league are scrambling to adjust their defensive strategies. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. You're not gonna believe what Caitlin Clark did for Lexie Hull last week that nobody saw coming. The Indiana Fever locker room has transformed since Clark's arrival. There's this new energy, this buzz that's impossible to ignore. Players are connecting in ways we rarely see in professional sports, and it's creating something special in Indiana that fans are starting to notice. While some teams across the league deal with chemistry issues, like Seattle, where Erica Wheeler has mentioned not feeling fully welcomed.
Wheeler, I'm thinking she made it as a joke, but at the end of the day, she made it public. And she said no one was welcoming her in Seattle.
The Fever are building something completely different. They're creating bonds that go beyond the basketball court. And at the center of it all, the rookie phenom Caitlin Clark, who's proving she's not just a scoring machine, but a team builder. What happened between Clark and Hull wasn't planned. It wasn't some PR stunt designed for cameras or social media likes. It was genuine human connection between two athletes who are learning to trust each other in the pressure cooker that is professional basketball. Clark had been quietly observing her teammates, getting to know them beyond just their playing styles. She noticed something about Hull that others might have missed. Hull had been making do with equipment that had seen better days. Instead of just mentioning it or letting it slide, Clark took action in a way that speaks volumes about the kind of teammate she's becoming. After a particularly grueling practice session, when everyone was drained and focused on recovery, Clark pulled Hull aside. No cameras, no team media, no spotlight. Just two teammates in a quiet corner of the facility.
People insinuated that, since the Fever showing Lexie Hall a lot of love, there's no way she's going to be traded. We're not even going to go down that pipeline.
What happened next left everyone who witnessed it speechless. The beauty of this moment is that it wasn't staged. Someone happened to capture it on their phone. Not the team's social media managers, not the PR department. Just a genuine interaction that shows what's really happening behind the scenes with this Fever squad. When Hull realized what Clark had done for her, her reaction told the whole story. First came the shock, wide eyes and a hand over her mouth. Then the tears started flowing as the gesture sank in. But it's what happened next that really hammers home what's developing in Indiana.
This is so nice.
The embrace between these two wasn't just a quick thank you hug. It was the kind of genuine emotional moment that shows these women aren't just co-workers wearing the same uniform. They're becoming a family. This is where things get interesting. Clark isn't just any rookie. She's the most hyped, most watched, most scrutinized player to enter the league in years. She could easily be focused solely on her own performance, her own stats, her own adjustment to the pro game. Nobody would blame her if that was the case. But instead, she's taking time to lift up teammates who don't get the same spotlight, who don't have the same endorsement deals, who aren't trending on social media after every game.
That's so cute, guys.
The gift itself? A pair of custom basketball shoes that would make any player emotional. But it's the details that matter here. Clark had the shoes personalized with Hull's college statistics and hometown details hand-painted on them. Think about what that means. Clark didn't just grab something generic off a shelf. She researched Hull's basketball journey, learned about where she came from, and honored her teammates' path to the pros in a tangible way. That level of thought and care shows Clark isn't just sharing the ball on the court, she's sharing respect and recognition off it. She's saying without words, I see you. I value your journey. We're in this together.
See, in Indiana, they show major love to the teammates. Look at the second round picks, bro. They're treating them like A-list celebrities right now, bro.
Watching the video of their interaction, you can feel the authenticity radiating through the screen. Hull's initial shock, followed by tears and that warm embrace, creates a moment of connection that transcends typical teammate relationships. This isn't manufactured chemistry. It's the real deal. And here's why this matters so much for Indiana's prospects. These personal connections are already translating to on-court chemistry. In early practices, coaches have noticed Clark and Hull developing an almost telepathic understanding of each other's movements. A no-look pass here, a perfectly timed cut there. The kind of coordination that usually takes seasons to develop is happening in weeks. What's happening in Indiana is more than just team bonding. It's a rookie superstar demonstrating the kind of leadership that can transform franchises. Clark isn't waiting her turn to lead. She's doing it now, in her own way, by lifting others and creating a culture where everyone feels valued.
Kelsey Mitchell, Sydney Costa, all of them, everybody right there in the practice gym. I'm thinking practice might have already started, bro. At least
for Hull, who's been working tirelessly in practices without always getting the recognition that stars receive, this gesture represents acknowledgement of her contributions. It's validation that her work doesn't go unnoticed, that her role matters to the team's success. What's happening with the Fever isn't just about basketball. It's a cultural shift that could make them serious contenders way sooner than expected.
But this is the type of love you want to see with your team, bro. This is the love that wins championships.
The social media explosion around moments like Clark and Hull's shows exactly why this team is capturing hearts.
Look like Caitlin Clark is going viral for giving Lexie Hall a crazy gift.
The WNBA is experiencing a massive surge in popularity, with these genuine player interactions driving engagement through the roof. The Fever's social media team deserves major credit too. Their behind-the-scenes content is grabbing new fans daily, expanding the league's reach in real time.
It is a lit situation in Indianapolis, man. You got Caitlin Clark passing out wedding gifts. It is definitely that time of the year.
These authentic human connections are doing more for the WNBA than any marketing campaign ever could. This isn't just building a team, it's transforming the entire league.